Hello and welcome. Today we'll be seeing if we can beat Skyrim with only daggers. The rules for this one are quite simple. We can only deal damage with daggers. The use of poisons are allowed, and any status effects given from any types of armor, as they are technically not a weapon. Other than that, everything else is off limits.
We should keep moving.
Find my choice of weapon on a table in the dungeons. Find out very quickly that without any points in dual wielding or one-handed weapons, daggers suck, especially the iron and steel variants. Once you have sufficient dual wielding perks and one-handed wielding perks, you can deal sufficient damage in an actual fight. But for my main tool, we will be using backstabs. And just so you know, this type of playstyle, you can get sneak to 100 without even having to grind the skill.
And who's this?
I went to Riverwood. Because I sided with the Imperials, I was able to take the blacksmith steel and iron for later crafting materials. I then went to Bleak Falls Barrow to retrieve the Dragonstone before heading to Whiterun. Saved Arvel from the big spider. I did have Sven for a little while through Bleak Falls Barrow, but I realised he wasn't using the dagger I'd given him and using a bow and arrow. He hadn't hit any shots because he sucks with it, but I didn't want him to as it would fail the challenge, so I dismissed him as a party member. I found my way to the Dragonclaw door and had a mighty battle with the Draugr Overlord before going to Whiterun.
But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Gave Farengar the Dragonstone.
Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
I've been looking for you.
Got a message from the courier and the Greybeards at the same time. Spoke with Aventus Arantino starting the Dark Brotherhood questline, as they have lots of gear that we can use. After dealing with Grelog, we speak again to Aventus Arantino. After that, I begin looking for a spot to rest. I got distracted by a dragon. After resting, I get captured by Astrid
Sleep well.
and truly start the Dark Brotherhood questline, firstly by assassinating all three of the tied up goons.
That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
Oh God, please.
In my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. As you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood.
We then begin the Dark Brotherhood contracts by dealing with some beggars,
This, as you can see, is our
among other
sanctuary.
things.
You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable.
What do you want?
No more! I yield! Yield!
Have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn.
We then go and speak with the Greybeards, as one of my contracts brings me to Ivarstead already. Cicero joins the Dark Brotherhood, or rejoins, or just welcomes himself into this family, I suppose. We get some more contracts
I hear the
and
mining
complete them.
business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day. Here's your payment.
Why are you looking at me like that? The Dark Brother... Oh... My goodness, you're really here. The Black Sacrament. It actually worked?
We fight dragons and bandits along the way, so a lot of my contractors just seem to be there.
Oh, very good.
Astrid tells me she
Very
thinks
good
Cicero is
indeed.
trying to rat out the
You,
Dark
my
Brotherhood
dear,
and that I
are
should
going
watch
to
him.
fit in here quite nicely. Now, I need your assistance with a matter of a more personal nature.
I break into the Night Mother's coffin and then embrace her while we listen to Cicero ramble.
Cicero, dear Cicero, such a humble servant, but he will never hear my voice, for he is not the listener.
We find out that we are the listener for the Dark Brotherhood and then get some more quests.
Treachery. More trickery and deceit. You lie. The Night Mother speaks only to the listener.
By Sithis, this ends this. Go see Nazir. Do some work for him. I'll find you when I'm ready to discuss the matter further.
Oh, you are the listener. You are the listener. I have served Mother well. I have.
I also handle the Stormcloak Rebellion with the Imperials. At least getting it started at this point. We retrieve the jagged crown from this Draugr Scourge. And then defend Whiterun from the Stormcloak offense.
I'm getting out of here. Wanted.
She chose to relay Mutier's information to you.
Report back to Astrid to get some more quests again.
Exactly what's going on here.
If it's not clear, I want the Blade of Woe, as is the dagger.
Or what? But what we now have before us.
I go into the Ratway to speak with Delvin Mallory for Astrid.
Oh, I see. Well now, how is Astrid doing these days, huh? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up.
And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude.
She wants me to kill Vittoria Vici this time. I oblige. And I'm calling the gargoyle an interactable, not technically a weapon, so it doesn't fail a challenge. If you disagree, that's your choice. I then go out of my way to level up grinding many levels with smithing and alchemy to get some legendary equipment, namely being the ebony mail and Mehrunes razor. I didn't end up using Mehrunes razor as it's a pretty sucky Daedric weapon. The chance to kill it instantly is very minor, and by the time you can get it you should be able to do enough damage that it doesn't really matter.
My attention, mortal. That is most unwise.
After retrieving the ebony mail, I think I'm ready for some dragon fighting, and make my way to Kynesgrove. Dealing with the dragon that Alduin has raised quite swiftly. We then put on our disguise to infiltrate the Thalmor embassy.
Thalmor embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
We tiptoe our way through until we make it to the dungeons, where we assassinate some Thalmor soldiers. Saving Malborn from his fate and then rescuing Esbern. The blades are now assembled and we can head to Karthspire. Once in Karthspire, Esbern tells me I need a special dragon shout to bring down Alduin, so I ask the leader of the Greybeards, which is Paarthurnax. After that, I take a leap of faith off of the College of Winterhold to speak with the crazy mage on the ice sheets. I then infiltrate my way to Blackreach, slowly poking and stabbing my way through the Falmer.
Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all
and then finally find the Elder Scroll I've been looking for. Once it is in my possession, I read it at the World Tear, figure out the Shadow, and then take the fight to Alduin. For the first time anyway.
The Greybeard's leader really
Speak to Esbern to figure out how to get to Sovngarde to catch Alduin, and he tells me that he needs me to take care of Paarthurnax. Being part of the Dark Brotherhood, I take that as a contract and immediately make my way to Paarthurnax to deal with him. I didn't record it, but too gruesome for YouTube. I began rebuilding the Blade's ranks, first bringing them Eric the Slayer and then 2 orcs from the stronghold.
I do.
Then by my right as acting Grandmaster, I name you a Blade, with all the privileges, rights, and burdens that brings. Godspeed.
Captured Odoving in a trap, who agreed that if I let him go, he would bring me to Skuldolphin. Skuldolphin was full of Draugr that I just sneak attacked, so it wasn't too entertaining to record. Even the dragon piece got backstabbed.
It's darkened. I've lost the way and wander blindly. Hurry, before Alduin your life devours. Bring word to Shore's Hall of our heart.
Once in Sovngarde, I make my way to Soon and the Hall of Heroes.
judge them worthy by the warrior's test.
I think this is one of the quickest times I'll ever beat soon. One power attack.
Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim.
Once I had assembled the heroes of Sovngarde, we dispelled Outerwind's mist and then brought the fight to him. And with that, we successfully beat Skyrim with only daggers. If you enjoyed, please like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.